Today I am going to teach you how to make some shortbread cookies. First, let's talk about the material you will need. A bowl, a spatula, a fork, a rolling pin, some baking paper, some cling film, and different cookie cutters. I have circles, stars, heart shapes, basically whatever you want. And now here are all the ingredients you will need. First, 300 grams of flour, 200 grams of room temperature butter. So it has to be quite soft, as you can see, but not completely melted. So the best thing is to leave it out of the fridge for about 1 or 2 hours before you start the recipe. You will also need 130 grams of white sugar, 75 grams of almond powder, and 1 egg. Okay then, so let's get started. In your bowl, you are going to place your room temperature butter, and your sugar. If you don't want to get your hands dirty, then you can use a fork and you mix it together. So, once your butter and the sugar are completely mixed up, then you will add your egg. You just have to beat it a little. And then you pour it in your bowl. And you just mix it again. When it's done, you add your almond powder and the flour. Here is the fun part. From now, you get to do it with your hands. You keep on going that way until you don't have any more dough sticking on your fingers. When it's nearly done, it's easier if you put the dough straight on the table. Here I've used a protection mat, but if you don't have any, just drop it on the table. And you keep on kneading for a while. So, okay, look here, we have that nice little bowl. Once it's done, with your cling film, you are going to wrap the bowl so you take a bit of cling film, you place your bowl in the middle and you wrap it. You are now going to place it in the fridge for about 15 minutes. Okay guys, so now the 15 minutes have gone. So you are going to take your ball of dough and you are going to flatten it in between two sheets of baking paper. I am using baking paper, that way the dough won't stick on your table and you don't have to add any more flour to your dough. So you will first flatten it a little bit with your hands, that way. And now you place the other baking paper sheet on top of it. Then, with your rolling pin, you are going to roll it all over. Flattening your dough until it has a thickness of 2 millimeters. Don't forget to check from time to time under the baking paper. So here we are. I am going to show you how it should look like. Okay. To make it easier with the cutting part, you are going to place your dough on a mat. And then you will place it back in the fridge for about 10 minutes. Because my fridge isn't big enough, then I had to cut my dough in 2 parts. So it doesn't really matter. So, okay, now let's get started with our cookie cutters. Carefully remove the baking paper. And now, with your cookie cutters, you are just going to pop them into your dough. You can also use a smaller cookie cutter to take out some pieces out of your circles. And now, let's put it back in the fridge for another 10 minutes. Okay, so now it's nearly time to bake our biscuits. You will need an oven grate on which you are going to place some baking paper. I've just reused the one that were on top of my dough. And with a spatula, you are going to take out your cookies that you already cut. If you don't have a spatula like this, you can just use a knife. It will work the same way. throw away the dough that you are not using, because we are going to roll it again and make another set of biscuits. And here we are. Aren't they cute? Let's pop them in the oven, preheated on 180 degrees for about 10 to 12 minutes. You want that the edges are becoming a little bit brown, but the surface has to stay white. If it's too dark, then it's going to be too hard when you eat it, and that's not what you want. So while my biscuits are baking in the oven, I am going to take the rest of my dough and put it back in the fridge for another 10 minutes. That way you can start it all over again. But if you think you have enough biscuits with the first set, you might as well put it in the freezer, and it lasts for about 3 months. When you want to use it again, you just put it in the fridge for the night and you get it out 1 or 2 hours before you get started. And 10 minutes later, our biscuits are ready. Yummy, yummy! Enjoy! I hope you had fun baking with me. Thank you for watching this video, and I see you soon for a new tutorial. Bye then, take care of yourself and your family. Goodbye!